Welcome to the graduation for the class of 2026. We ask that you take your seats as we are about to begin with our procession of the graduates. Please refrain from standing in the aisles as the graduates process.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem and the singing for our alma mater. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the senior performers please come to the stage? Please be seated. I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Albro.
Good evening, everyone. It is on behalf of the Woodridge Board of Education and the Moonachie Board of Education that I extend to our graduating students, the class of 2026, and your families, congratulations on this your high school graduation day. To our graduating class, I must tell you that I feel like one of the most fortunate people in the world this evening. I was lucky enough to welcome most of you as kindergarten students at Doyle School, and today I get to watch you graduate from high school. I've also had the chance to watch your parents and family members during that same time period at a variety of school and community events. Even as I address you this evening, I see your reflection in the faces of your incredibly proud parents, siblings, and family members. Please make me a promise. Once we close the ceremony this evening, and as you're receiving your well-deserved accolades, take a moment to look your loved ones directly in the eyes, not over your phones, and thank them and tell them that you love them. No, okay, Mr. Alvaro, whatever. This is a direct order, because if you think life has been fast for the past 13 years, you have seen nothing yet. I want to thank the parents, guardians of our graduates for entrusting us with the care of your children. At the end of the 8th grade year, all of you had to make a choice. You could choose to attend another high school, or you could attend Woodridge High School. Thank you for choosing WRHS. Your support throughout the journey is greatly appreciated. I know that your children have made you proud today, and I congratulate all of you on a job well done. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we move through the remainder of the ceremony, there will come a point where I will return to the podium to attest to the fact that you have successfully satisfied all the requirements of being a high school graduate in the state of New Jersey. When I make that claim, I do that with confidence that you will find nothing that is impossible. It is my hope that you will all get to where you want to be, to become who you want to be, and live a long and productive life. Please remember, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you are always a Blue Devil. And as I looked at the program this evening, and I saw the song that was going to play during your recession out of the ceremony, I think it's a perfect song. The song is My Way, and you all did it in your own special way. Congratulations, and thank you. Outside of watching our children graduate, I have one other thing that makes me happy every year. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pride and pleasure to introduce the principal of Woodridge Junior Senior High School, Mrs. Sylvia Ragucio Ruiz.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we come together as families, friends, staff members, and community members to celebrate the accomplishments of the Woodridge High School class of 2026. To our graduates, there are very few moments in life when we are given the chance to pause, look back at how far we've come, and look ahead at all that is possible. Tonight is one of those moments. But before you walk across this stage and begin your next chapter, I want to share something that's been on my heart. As many of you already know, this class is special to me. Not because you're graduating, not because you're talented, funny, resilient, or because you've kept us on our toes for the last 6 years, which, trust me, you definitely have. You're special to me because in many ways, we grew up together. I first met many of you when you were in 8th grade. That same year, I stepped into a brand new role as assistant principal. Like you, I was figuring things out. I was learning names, routines, how to lead, and yes, probably making a few mistakes along the way. At the end of that same year, the biggest blessing of my life happened. I became a mom. When I returned that September as you were beginning your high school journey as freshmen, I was starting a new chapter on my own. I was learning how to function on very little sleep, survive on energy drinks, and somehow keep a tiny human alive while also helping lead a school. Then, during that summer before your sophomore year, I became principal. So while you were continuing your journey navigating classes, friendships, relationships, sports, clubs, and discovering who you wanted to become, I was right alongside you, learning how to balance motherhood and the responsibilities of leading the school. Watching each of you transform from middle school students into young adults sitting before us tonight has been one of the greatest privileges of my career. I've watched you discover your talents, overcome challenges, bounce back from disappointments, and celebrate achievements. I've watched some of you find your confidence, your voice, your purpose, and sometimes even yourselves. And somehow, through all of that, you also taught me. You taught me patience, you taught me perspective, you taught me how that no matter how many years someone has worked in education, there's always something new to learn. You also taught me approximately 500 words and phrases that I still don't fully understand. Every year I hear things like bet, cooked, drip, riz, clock it, and whatever new term appeared on TikTok that week. Half the time I nodded like I knew exactly what you were talking about. For the record, I still don't know if having riz is a compliment or something that I need to contact guidance about. But I do know this. Class of 2026, you understood something that every generation before you have eventually learned. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. The pressure to know exactly what comes next can feel overwhelming. Some of you are heading to college, some of you are entering the workforce, some are joining the military, some are pursuing trade schools, and some are still figuring things out, and that's okay. Life is not a race. Success is not measured by how quickly you reach a destination. It's measured by your character, your perseverance, your kindness, and your willingness to keep moving forward when things get difficult. There will be moments when your plans change. There will be setbacks, there will be failures, there will be days when things just don't go your way. But if there's one thing I know about this class, it's that you know how to keep going. You have shown resilience time and time again, and that resilience will carry you further than any grade, award, or title ever could. Before I continue, I need to take a moment to recognize the incredible staff sitting here tonight. You showed up every day. You encouraged, you supported, you challenged, you celebrated, you listened, you comforted, and you believed in the students even when they didn't always believe in themselves. Many of these graduates sitting before us tonight are here because someone on our staff refused to give up on them. Your impact extends far beyond these walls, and I am proud to work alongside each and every one of you. Please give our staff a round of applause. To the parents, guardians, grandparents, and families here tonight, I know this moment is emotional. Trust me, I understand. As a principal, I see your children as students, but as a mother, I see them as through a different lens too. I know you remember the first day of kindergarten. I know you remember walking them in, holding their hand a little tighter than usual, wondering if they were going to be okay. I know you remember the scraped knees, the lost backpacks, the late night homework battles, the sports practices, the concerts, the celebrations, and the challenges. You remember teaching them how to tie their shoes, ride a bike, and cross the street safely. You remember helping them study for tests, cheering from the sidelines, sitting through the recitals, and picking up the pieces after disappointments. You watched them grow from children into the young adults sitting before us tonight. And somehow, in what feels like a blink of an eye, they're sitting here in caps and gowns. As parents, we spend years preparing our children to become independent. We teach them to take chances, solve problems, and find their own path. Yet, when the day finally comes for them to spread their wings, part of us wishes we could slow time down just a little. Tonight is a celebration, but it's also a reminder of just how quickly these years pass. There are moments in parenthood that stay with us forever. The first words, the first steps, the first day of school, and tonight will be one of those moments. Because no matter how old they get, no matter where life takes them, they will always be your babies. Tonight is not only their accomplishment, it's yours too. And yes, if you're feeling emotional, know that you're not alone, because for me, this isn't just another graduating class. This is the class that walked alongside me through some of the biggest milestones of my own life, and without even realizing it, helped me shape the educator and leader I am today. Class of 2026, as you leave here tonight, I hope you remember that the future does not depend on being perfect. It depends on being brave enough to try. Be kind, work hard, stay humble, call your parents, answer their texts, and remember that the people sitting in this audience today are your biggest fans. As you begin the next chapter, know that this school is always going to be proud of you. Know that we will always be rooting for you. And know that no matter where life takes you, you will always be a part of our family. Class of 2026, you are talented, capable, resilient, and more than ready. Now go out there and show the world what you got. Horns up forever. Senior class advisors, Ms. Dunn and Ms. Forsythe, to address the class.
Good evening, distinguished guests, administration, faculty, parents, and of course, the class of 2026. It is an absolute honor to stand here before you today. Looking out at this room, I just don't see caps and gowns. I see the faces and stories I've had the privilege of knowing for a very long time. My mind travels back to a time of oversized backpacks and missing front teeth. I haven't known you for most of your kindergarten. I've watched you learn to read, navigate the ups and downs of childhood, and grow into the incredible individuals you are today. For the last 4 years, serving as your class advisor has been an unforgettable roller coaster ride. The countless meetings, fundraisers, the snack stands were all worth it because I had a front row seat to your transformation. You just didn't get by. You showed up, lifted each other up, and became a family, bridging every circle. I am fiercely proud of your resilience, your intellect, and above all, the genuine kindness you carry. Now, as you stand at the edge of a new chapter, as you turn your tassels today, the horizon ahead is entirely yours to write. As you step forward, be passionate, dedicate yourselves to your craft, and always stay true to who you are. No matter where life takes you, stay kind, work hard, and make the world a little brighter. To the parents of our seniors, thank you. All of you helped me navigate these past 4 years, and I truly cannot have done it without your support. To my seniors, as I look at your empty seats next year, I have one question left. Who is going to eat all of my candy? Congratulations, class of 2026.
I'd like to start by briefly thanking Mrs. Dunn for bringing me on as her co-advisor this year. There is so much that goes into planning and executing all of the senior events from September to June, and we were successful largely because of the years of preparation that you and the parents did up until this point. Parents, we're so grateful for you and appreciate all you did to help us celebrate your children. Along with my colleagues, as a teacher and advisor, one of the hardest yet most rewarding parts of my job is graduation. Our goal, day in and day out, is to impart knowledge of our content area to you so that you can enter college or the workforce with the tools, confidence, and critical thinking skills needed to not just survive, but to truly thrive. While we spent years teaching you formulas, literary masterpieces, and your favorite, all of FDR's New Deal programs, our hope was also to prepare you for the lessons that can't be found in a textbook. How to rise after a failure, how to advocate for yourselves, and how to make a meaningful impact on the world around you. Still, it is so tough every June to acknowledge that our beloved students are moving on to the next chapter. We've spent years sharing the same building, passing in the hallways, and saying goodbye is bittersweet. I hope that Mrs. Dunn and I were able to fill your last year at Woodridge with fun, laughter, and memories that you will treasure forever, though I'm sure none of us are rushing to get back on a school bus, at least until the weather cools off. Lastly, I'd be remiss if I didn't address my AP Government students. The 6 of you were truly the highlight of my day. You tolerated my daily updates from the AP Government Facebook page and inspired me to constantly seek out new and innovative ways to convey the material so that you could get the best education possible. Over the past 10 months, you shared so much of your lives with me, including an alarming amount of hot dogs consumed. And I will treasure those memories as they remind me, without a doubt, that this is my calling. Regardless of how you did on the exam, know that in my eyes, all of you have been 5s for a long time. Maybe Heimler too, I'm not sure. He's not in the Facebook group. Congratulations, class of 2026. You've been given the gift of opportunity. Make us all proud. I would like to now introduce our senior class co-presidents, Aliana Laforte and Maximilian Rosden, who will address the class of 2026.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and fellow graduates. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Maximilian Ronzin, and I'm proud to serve as senior class co-president alongside Aliana Forte. First off, congratulations, graduates. I want to say how proud I am of all of us here today, reaching this important moment. But for my part of the speech, I want to focus on the smaller moments that brought each of us here. The early morning goodbyes from our parents, the late night cramming sessions with our friends, the nervous presentations, the questions asked in class, the practices, the games, the performances, the club meetings, and so many other moments I don't have time to list today. Many of us share these experiences, but each of us live them in our own way. We had different teachers, different families, different challenges, and different memories. And somehow, all of those individual experiences came together in one place as one graduating class. Each of you has brought something unique to our school. You have brought life, energy, passion, and perspective to our classrooms, our teams, our clubs, and our community. And we are grateful for that. So before we look ahead, I hope we can all take a moment to appreciate everything that brought us here, the people who supported us, the memories we made, and the small moments that shaped who we are today. Now I'll pass it on to Aliana.
Yes, thank you, Max. Leaving high school feels so surreal and maybe even a little intimidating. But I want to tell you all, there is so much life to live outside of this town. Now is the time to try new things and go new places. Now is the time to make mistakes because we will never be in this stage of our lives again. If I've learned anything from high school, apart from how to write 6 different essays, thank you, Miss Miller and Miss Hunter, it's to be unapologetically yourself, and the people who are meant to be in your life will find you. Not everyone you come across is meant to stay in your life forever, and that's okay. I don't know about my peers, but I'm full of excitement. I'm excited to start this new chapter in our lives and meet new people and discover new passions. I'd like to thank everyone who came out here tonight to support us. Thank you to our teachers who have pushed us to reach our fullest potential, even if we complained of senioritis and didn't want to do any more work. I'd like to thank our advisors for always being there and having our backs. I personally would like to thank my family for being such a strong support system and always showing up. When I felt like no one had my back, I knew my family did, and that always kept me going. I was struggling to figure out who I was going to give my graduation tickets to. I did consider sending some to Dr. Pepper or maybe even Chick-fil-A, but I just wanted each and every one of you to know that I wouldn't be where I am right now without you guys, and I love you all. Finally, to my class, this is only the beginning. I hope you take everything we learned from high school and live life to the fullest. To quote Charlie from The Perks of Being a Wallflower, you are part of an infinite family. The people who have been through terrible things and survived them. If you are reading these words, you won today. You are here. You are alive. You have options. You can wait out a bad situation. Move on. Fight back. Get out. Break up. Call. Ask her or him out. Write that book. Write that song. Listen to the music. Take the drive. Take the chance. And live. Whatever strategy you choose, you win. And in this moment, I swear, we are infinite. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it. Hopefully the next time you see me on stage like this, giving a speech, I'm winning my first Oscar. But now I would like to introduce my fellow classmate and class of 2026 salutatorian, Christopher Schweitzer.
All my fellow Americans. I'm Christopher Schweitzer, also known as Christmas Cheese to many of you. WRHS Class of 2026 Auditorium. And first, I want to thank my mom and dad who supported me all throughout my life. Without them, I wouldn't be the physician I am now, up on stage and receiving my diploma. I also want to thank God for this amazing occasion brought upon us and congratulate all my fellow classmates and friends who are graduating with me today. Next, I want to thank all of my teachers and faculty who helped me along the way and prepare me for the future to come, along with the help of Ms. Paniago and the guidance office who helped me get into college and earn some scholarships. To start off, senior year for me fell as fast as Aaron Rodgers' first year on the Jets when he tore his Achilles. Now saying this, it was also one of my best times of my life. I remember walking into school for the first time this year with my friends, already getting the feeling of missing the place I go to every day, and those feelings being flushed out with the thought of getting Chick-fil-A every day with senior privilege. After the first week, I was able to overcome the feeling of nostalgia mixed with this excitement and began dreading all those college essays waiting for me at home. However, in school, being able to learn about calculus, then immediately learning how to cook new dishes and learning about Shakespeare made Woodridge High School feel like a large melting pot of opportunities you can indulge yourself in. These new lessons I have learned prepare me for the next big thing in life to come, while also most importantly, creating memories until I'm old. Memories help us connect with one another in all parts of our lives. One memory I had with my friends in school this year was when I added a little too much milk in a cookies recipe. A little too much is about 2 cups when the recipe asked for about 2 tablespoons, so this mishap wasn't noticeable at all. Turns out the pancakes actually ended up tasting pretty good for something labeled cookies. However, nothing beats the ping pong sessions we had in the gym though, making us look like Marty Supreme in second period. Moving along, I'd like to thank all of my coaches and teammates during my time playing soccer and golf. Woodridge athletics was a big part of my time in high school and my school spirit. I met great friends along the year, some who graduated in past years and others still staying in high school next year. I've also had many ups and downs competing in sports, like breaking my driver in the first week of golf practice, to playing under the lights in Iraq. However, when you're having a challenging time, whether it's school or athletics, just know pressure makes diamonds and you can overcome this challenge through your own discipline and dedication. Whether on the soccer pitch, the golf course, or any other sporting event happening throughout the school year, the Woodridge community has always supported myself and others through teamwork and our strive to be the best there was and will be. I hope our athletics continue to strive after we graduate and especially have our golf team to continue on these next years. I can't believe that we are all graduating this year, especially some of my friends that I don't even need to point out. And I can't fathom what life would be like in college, having to make new friends and acclimate to a new community. However, I believe that we can push forward no matter the adversity in our way and hope that everyone here can achieve their dream no matter the obstacle. Thank you to all my family up in New York, and obrigado to everyone, family members cheering me on from Brazil. And yes, Mom and Dad, I wrote this speech at 3 in the morning. I'd like to introduce my fellow classmate in class of 2026, Auditorium, Naya.
In the Oxford Dictionary, success is defined as the achievement of a desired result or outcome. I disagree with this notion. We're told that success is a destination measured by accomplishments, and fulfillment lies in checking all the boxes. We grow up climbing a ladder already built for us, never stopping to ask whether it's leaning against the right wall. We've spent years chasing grades, deadlines, and expectations, when success is really a fluid concept that looks different for everyone. It's not about having all the answers. It's about knowing you had the courage to be defiant and live with passion. To live deliberately, regardless of the outcome, because the true satisfaction is the journey. Over the past 4 years, we've seen our classmates embrace new interests, take unexpected paths, gain trust in their abilities, and become comfortable in their identities. This quality of authenticity and fearless self-expression was encouraged and cultivated through the conversation and invaluable lessons learned within these halls. So thank you, class of 2026, for embodying and championing the ambition and boldness necessary for finding purpose. Thank you to the teachers and staff of Woodridge, whose guidance and patience taught us resilience, gave us confidence, and helped us prosper. I also want to thank my best friends for being the best part of high school for me. Some of my favorite moments from these past 4 years were during the most ordinary moments with you guys. I specifically want to shout out Mahi, Kelly, and Christian. Thank you to my family for always showing up. My mom, who saw me cry before every midterm and final. My dad, who showed me what hard work looks like. And my brother, who's only in 3rd grade, but he's my best friend forever. And finally, I want to congratulate the class of 2026 for all the hard work that has brought us here and shaped us into who we are today. As we leave this chapter behind, I hope each one of us continues to choose fulfillment over approval, not because it's easy or guaranteed, but because it's meaningful. Let us continue to cultivate the courage to inspire purpose, passion, and brighter days ahead. Thank you. would like to call up our senior performers. graduate names.
Before I read the names of our graduates, I would like to recognize our students enlisting in the military. Please stand when you hear your name. Joseph Paterno, U.S. Albro and Mr. Nieves to hand out the diplomas. We will now read the names of the graduates. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your diploma. First row, please stand. Naya Chukna. Christopher Schweizer. Margot Ayan Castillo. Gabrielle Paige Dantas. Chase Mariano Lopresti. Mahi Patel. Chloe Isabel Perez. Maximilian Rosman. I would like to call up Mrs. Regina Wall to help present the next diploma. Jake Ryan Wall. Bianca Akala. Kelly Delissa Alvaro Gonzalez. Max Milo Arias. Nathaniel Chase Arnold. Elise Nyla Meeker. Jacqueline Janie Bizona. Juliana Friel Bacchini. First row, please sit. Second row, please rise. Matheus Antoni Rajuski. Dominic Daniel Bonomo. Mariano Cardona Landano. Victoria Ceballos. Angel Cornejo. Derek Ladush Pereira. Maya Ariana Cruz. Hugo Mondegos. Owen Xavier Dubb. Anthony Scott Drotis. Isabella Ann Drotis. I would like to call up Mrs. Rosetta Dunn to help present the next diploma. Connor Mitchell Dunn. Jaslam Abid Elder. Brian Abel Carter. Second row, please sit. Second row, please sit. Third row, please rise. Natalia Marie Flores. Kevin Francisco Diaz. Mateo Burrito. Valerie Beside Gonzalez. Dylan Isian Greathouse. Eric O. Davis. Fiona Mary Kelly. I would like to call up Miss Kristen Pepe to present the next diploma. Brianna Carabinos. Luca Kalejic. Aliana Neve. Christian M. Lopez Castro. Juliano Andres Lopez. Ava Lorenzo. Jenny Lou Zucchero. Annalise Marchitelli. Third row, please sit. Fourth row, please rise. Joao Paulo Navarrete. Nicholas Zenon Mateko. Aries Michael Melendez. Rodrigo Mena Solis. Lucas Elijah Mendoza. I would like to call on Mr. John Milne to help present the next diploma. Jack Matthew Milne. Daniel Merton. Christian Allen Nario Jr. Marie Palacio. Kavya Paresh Pandya. Skylar G. Partridge. Joseph Thomas Penton. Joseph Petrino. Kayla Vereen Ramos. Delilah Diana Rangel.
Fifth row, please rise. Samantha Raymond. Josue Alejandro Rincones Endar. Christopher Orestes Rios. Ashley Chantel Rivera. Nina Bella Rodriguez. Isabella Nicole Rossi. Leah Marie Russo. Vincent Michael Russo. Alexis Ray Santana. Samuel Santamaria. Nicholas Frank Scalera. Ella Scarbaglione. Sean Station. Giancarlo Vito Valenti. Leonardo Vargas Torregrosa. Fifth row, please sit. Ladies and gentlemen, as a friendly reminder, please allow all staff and graduates to exit the auditorium before you get out of your seats to meet up with your children. It is now my pleasure to call up Mr. Albro to confer the diplomas.
I'm going to ask the graduates to please stand. Now, my great pleasure to read the following certification of requirements. The members of the class of 2026 presented here have satisfactorily completed the courses of study and requirements prescribed by the New Jersey State Department of Education and the Woodbridge Board of Education. By the authority vested in me as an incredibly proud superintendent of the Woodbridge School District, it is my privilege to present the graduating class of 2026. Boys and girls, you may now